So the important looking man, he assured Gulliver that they won't harm him, but Gulliver should do as he is told to do. Gulliver too agreed, and he conveyed that he is very hungry. So moving on to the next paragraph, Gulliver eats a giant meal. At once, 100 men climbed up to my body and marched up to my mouth carrying food. The bread was as small as bullets, so I ate 2 or 3 loaves at a time, and cries of surprise rose from the Lilliputians that I should eat so quickly and so much. The Lilliputians were no longer afraid of me. They danced upon my body and ran to and fro. I could have caught at least 40 of them with my hands and thrown them down. But I remembered my promise to remain quiet. Indeed, I was surprised at their bravery, for I must have seemed the greatest giant in the world. So, as soon as Gulliver made the promise, immediately food was brought to him. You can see the food being brought in so many trolleys and loaves of bread. These are many pieces of bread. As the bread was very small, it was as small as bullets. For us, of course. So, Gulliver could eat many pieces of bread at a time. And Lilliputians were naturally surprised at his speed of eating so much, and that too so fast. And at times, Gulliver wished to catch them and throw them down, but then he remembered his promise. Later, I was taken to the city where the king lived. A great cart was made by joining many carts. 900 men worked for 3 hours to put me onto the cart, which was drawn by 1500 of the king's finest horses. The city was just half a mile away, but the journey took almost a full day. He was taken to the city, to the king, though the place where the king lived was quite near, but the journey took complete day because people gathered to see this giant, and it also required time to make the preparations. So many carts were joined. 900 men worked for several hours to make a big cart, and it was drawn by 1500 of king's finest horses. Gulliver gets Gulliver's new home. The king came out to meet me. He came near and looked at me, but it was not though safe for him to climb up on me. At the place where the cart stopped, there was an old church. It was the largest building in the whole country. For certain reasons, it had not been used as a church for many years. It had now been made ready for me to use as my house. The great door on the north was 4 feet high and 2 feet wide, so I could go into it by going down on my hand. One of my feet was set in great ring on the end of many strong strings, so that I could not get away, but could walk only some distance outside my door. The country outside looked like a garden. So Gulliver was taken to the city, the cart was taken to the city, and the cart stopped at a place that was an old church. It was the greatest building and it was not used as church for some reasons. We do not know of the reasons, but it was not used as a church. It was made a temporary home for Gulliver. There was a big door. It was 4 feet high and 2 feet wide. So, with the help of his hand, by crawling, by getting down on his hand, he could get inside. Still, he was not set free. His one of the hand was in great ring, and this ring was at the end of many strong strings. This arrangement enabled Gulliver to walk for some distance near his house. After some days, the king and his people were convinced that I would not harm them. So, after I agreed to keep certain orders of the king, I was allowed to move around. Finally, after a few days, he was set free. He could get his freedom back. when the king and his men were convinced that he would not harm them. After he was set free, he wished to visit the city. Gulliver visits the city and the queen. As soon as I was set free, I asked if I might see the city. The king was pleased to let me do so. Orders were given to all the people to remain in their houses. I then stepped over the wall and went very carefully along the two largest streets. All the windows were full of faces looking out at me, and large numbers of people were standing on the tops of the houses. The king's house was just at the place where two great streets met. There was a beautiful garden on all sides of it. Lying down in the garden, I put my eye to the windows. The rooms inside were very beautiful. In one room, I saw the queen and some of the young princes. They were greatly pleased by my visit. So Gulliver wished to see the city. King happily gave the permission, and people were ordered to stay inside, to stay indoors, so that Gulliver could move around. All anxious faces, you can look at the picture. They all faces have gathered to look at this giant Gulliver. He looked at the house. It was a beautiful house. The king's house was very nice, very beautiful, and all the members inside the house, the king, the young princess, all were very happy and glad to look by the visit of this guest, Gulliver. So this here we end with the extract. Remaining part of the story. Please get the book and read the story. And though the character and the story is fictional, but the message we get is don't lose hope, be courageous, be brave, and be alert in all the situations, because these qualities help Gulliver to find his way back home. So please read the book, read the story. What happens next in the story, you will get to know that. Things to do, we will discuss in the next period. For homework, read the lesson once again and find the meaning of the words that read the lesson once again and underline the words that are unfamiliar or new words. Try to find the meanings. In the next lesson, I will provide you the word meanings. So do read again and again. So this is all for today. Let us meet in the next period. Stay safe, stay indoors. Thank you.